you know, I told you all last time I do readings, and so I was working with somebody, and she was dealing with a lot of kind of martyrism with her family. She kept going into pain and suffering and stuff, and over and over and over. And when I was working with her, I went in and I saw all of these inner magnetic matrices within her system, okay? And I already see those out in the field, the matrices that we're plugged into, that the mass consciousness is plugged into. And when I'm working with people, lots of times it's about unplugging that and then closing the access points to it so that your consciousness is no longer a part of that. And so those matrices and stuff like that, you know, God knows where they really came from. You know, part of it we agreed for some of it to be that way. We brought it in from other existences. It was created here on Earth from when we all brought the DNA patterns here for this to be the melting point. You know, and this system was set up with this chakra system that the human design has been in, and we're moving out of that grid. And so some of you all that are energy workers may actually be working on people, and it will seem like their chakras are gone, and it's because they're transmuting into another design. And it's like that chakra system was so that we would, beings could learn how to transmute emotional energies. And it's like that's what Earth's been about, and using that energy, and then we get trapped in it. You know, we forget what we came here to do, and then we get wounded, and we've got all trapped in it. And part of that was the free will game that we came here to play. So we're moving into this divine consciousness that we have the free will choice to move out of free will and into divine will. And that's what we're moving into. That's what the ascension is. And so the consciousness that we've been in now, consciousness chaos is out here, okay? And it comes in, there's like a funnel on the top of our head, and it comes in through mind, and then it starts going through our system, and it starts hitting the chakras like a pinball machine. And so to see what emotional stuff that's stuck there, the woundedness that starts running through it, the scenarios that we've created, those soul fragments that are out there that are just wanting to be healed, you know, they're bringing the vibration of chaos to them so that it can go, hey, heal, I want to heal, you know, and it brings in the roles of that. So we've been playing the drama dance, which is the you know, rescuer, persecutor, and victim roles. And we're moving out of that consciousness. So that's what we've been doing. It's came through. It's went down our heart, prototube, central column, whatever you want to call that. It's all the same energy. And it hits, I see a little star of David Merkava here at the heart line. And that's the holds those archetypal patterns that we inherited, that we came in. We said, I'll be the one that takes that on because I'm going to develop it to its full potential. And that's what we've been in. So we're moving out of that. And the grid that I see around us, they call it, the group that works with me calls themselves the greater aspect. And that grid is like, it kind of looks like the tree of life. It actually looks very much like it. It's like spheres around you. And it's the Christ consciousness grid. And as we transmute from these chakras, and we're moving into that grid, the balancers, there's a sphere here, and one here, and one here. It goes down our whole system. And then consciousness is going to go around, and then it'll go through our heart and look like a torus. You know, it'll be like this. And that's what we're moving into. So those first chakras that appear to kind of be disappeared, transmuted, are the lower ones. You know, like one day I was working on myself and my solar plex was gone, and I thought, oh, who the hell did I give my energy to? Where's my solar plex out? And then I realized it's like, oh, hot damn, my solar plex is gone. This is a good thing because it's moving into that divine will and not into my personal will and running my life through that. And so as this happens, we've signed up to do this, you know, to move into this design. It's always been there. This is not something new. All of these grids have been there. They're holographic grids that's there. And it's just which light body you function out of. Like some people will stay in that system, some people are going to move out. And so these different grids are connected to different dimensional energies. And so that 3D energy is where we've been. Earth was really set up to be a 6th-dimensional energy, which is what this is. This is the 6th-dimensional star. I was like, oh my goodness, that's the 6th-dimensional star. That's the sacred geometry of that. And when the 5th-dimensional energy that we've been moving into, it still has the parallels to it, and you can look it up. You know, the physics, they know this now. It's like they're talking about it. You can see little YouTubes all about it. And it's like that 5th-dimensional energy still has parallels and timelines. And so when we're moving through life and we make a free will choice, we decide we're not going this way, then it's like, so you got this little line that's going across there, and you decide to go another way, so it branches off like this. And so then maybe you're going that direction now. Well, maybe there was still something in this timeline that wasn't totally settled within your consciousness, you know? So there's that aspect of you that's still in that timeline, playing that scenario out in your subconscious. You've still got a parallel existence that's going on with that. And then this little free will fork went off, and you're up here living this life too. So your consciousness is in more than one place. And then so you're trucking along that one, and then maybe you make another choice and you go this way. So you've got all, or maybe it's a wounded pattern that happens, you know, something you got stuck, you split off, you were afraid of the energy. So we've got all these branches that are going off like that. That's still in that 5th-dimensional energy. When we go into 6th-dimensional energy, it's an arc. It's the Buddhic mind. It's the rainbow bridge. You sit at the top of it and just watch. You're the observer. And you don't, those parallels start collapsing. So all of your pieces of consciousness isn't still out there playing those scenarios in those games.